They didn't call anybody related to the Bronco chase. They didn't call Barba Walters. They didn't call Mr. Higgins, who, of course, was the witness when O.J. arrived. In fact, should we listen to some of the coverage of the Bronco chase? Remember people cheering him on from the overpasses? How fucking insane is this?
Where do they have the time to make these signs?
You want the chase, or do you want when he finally pulled into his house?
Oh, I want the when he's at the house and Mr. Higgins calls Peter Jennings.
Yeah, because this
Peter
was
Jennings
broadcasted live.
Jennings is so stupid. It's like the minute you hear that guy, he's like, this guy is not for real. And Jennings keeps asking him questions like he's really there.
And he shushed Barbara.
It just seems perfectly clear that Cowling wants everybody to be calm.
Got the helicopter out there.
He had 15 grand in the glove box, a disguise in his passport, remember?
Yes.
The Broncos finally pulled over.
OJ they let him go inside and drink OJ and go wee-wee and call mommy, remember?
Just going to ask everybody to be quiet for a moment. We have on the phone with us as well Robert Higgins, who lives in the neighborhood and is on the ground and can see inside the van. Mr. Higgins.
Yes, how are you?
Just about as tense as you are, sir.
Oh, my Lord, this is quite the tensest.
What can you see?
What I'm looking at right now is I'm looking at the van, and I see OJ kind of slouching down, looking very, very upset. Now, looky here, he look very upset.
Looky here.
I don't know what he gonna be doing.
Can you see him doing anything specific? Is he merely sitting there?
He is just sitting around, just looking like he'd be very nervous.
Can you hear anything, Mr. Higgins?
It's just too much commotion. I'd be in the back of a news van, so I can't
Jennings,
really hear that
lose
good,
this
but
guy.
I can see it all. And I see OJ. I see OJ, man, and he looks scared. And I would be scared because there's cops all deep in this.
Thank you, Mr. Higgins.
And Baba Booey to y'all.
Al Michaels going to come in and embarrass Peter.
The driveway of O.J. Simpson's home in Brentwood.
Clueless.
Clearly an effort being made to have him come out of the vehicle. In the doorway of the house.
Why do they repeat what we already know every time?
Cowling.
Peter, by the way, just for the record, this is Al Michaels. That was a totally farcical call. Lest anybody think that was somebody who was truly across the street. That was not. He said something in code at the end that's indicative of the mentioning of the name of a certain radio talk show host.
Okay, thanks, Al.
So he was not there.
We have them on every coast. Thank you very much.
Oh, Peter,
Not the
so
first time
dismissive.
nor the last time will have been had, but
You just got used, Jennings. Don't give me this won't be the first or the last. You got used. Oh, you got used.
That was embarrassing.
So
If
obvious.
the police do get their hands on O.J., he will be taken to the Los Angeles County Men's Jail, where he will be held until a preliminary hearing is held, which is normally 2 weeks
Is this where Barbara gets
after he's
excoriated?
arraigned. You probably already know.
I think she's going to get
from
yelled
earlier
at
today
soon.
that
She says he's going to be in the
various blood
Menendez cell, I
samples,
think.
Quite down.
from the scene of the crime match his, but other blood samples of his have been sent away for a more intense DNA
which will be
analysis. There's been all sorts of talk all week.
How much
about
longer
pieces of
after the
evidence
mure
here,
was
pieces
this?
of evidence there.
Just like 5 days, I think.
The district attorney
Remember, he was
said
supposed to
earlier
turn himself
while the
in,
murders had been
and
committed
Robert Shapiro went to pick him up. He'd cut the deal, and
did.
OJ wasn't there. What do you know? Al Collins came by, and he's not here anymore. It's crazy. And he left that suicide note with Robert Kardashian.
Oh, shut up!
Quiet for a second, sorry.
Say that again.
Peter, there have been some...
Barbara, quiet for a second, sorry. My apologies, but
Yes.
he's coming out.
Okay.
I believe.
Ouch. She got used. He's
Sorry,
just
go ahead,
lashing
Peter.
out.
Yeah.
He's so mad about Higgins.
You're right.
He's on lewds, too. He's so...
Cowling again.
slap.
Sorry, Barbara, go ahead.
There have been some reports that when he is arraigned, that he would be in the cell next to Eric Menendez,
Oh,
which is
shut up.
currently empty. This is what
She's
we
so
had
full of
heard today,
shit.
and it's just
Bloop.
something to add to what might happen in the future.
That definitely was a bloop.
Barbara, thank you
That was
for
a
that
huge
bullshit.
bloop.
You interrupted me for that, Barbara.
Al Michaels and the district attorney have all said it. so eloquently. This is just excruciatingly sad. Yes, indeed. Tense. Full of
tense. Yeah. What is he saying when he says this? Cops all dicked in it. What is he saying?
All deep in it? That's what I thought it was always, all deep in it. But
I said all dicked in it.
It does sound like dicked in it.
But looky here.
who has represented so much to Americans.
Okay, this part
Blah, blah,
pretty
blah.
much sucks. But you know what? Let's get the suicide note out.